for my people. A 7-step guide to success in America for African American and Indigenous people, published by Brice Nelms Wilson, copyright 2025, all rights reserved. Forward, defense is not victimhood. They love to say, stop playing the victim, but tell me, what people on this planet have had to play more defense than us? When your ancestors built a nation, but your children can't afford to live in it, defense is not weakness, it's wisdom. We didn't choose this position. We were born into a game already in progress, with the board tilted against us. That's why we move careful, eyes open, always scanning. Every black man who makes it home safe at night has played defense all day, dodging the traps, watching tone, posture, speed, words, everything. Yet in that same pressure, we sharpened what they could never match: adaptation. We turned survival into art, struggle into rhythm, pain into poetry, and lack into invention. The defensive mind they mock is the same genius that kept us alive through centuries of genocide, famine, and sabotage. So no, we're not victims. We are descendants of strategic survivors. We've been studying this system long enough to build our own. This book isn't about complaining, it's about calibrating, learning the patterns, tracking the history, watching the cycles, and then flipping the formula in our favor. It's about turning defense into design. Because once you know why the walls exist, you stop begging for doors. You start building exits. This book is not a complaint. It's a manual, a field guide to reclaiming what was ours before we were told to ask permission to live. Inside these chapters, we'll look at where we lost ground and how to stop the leaks, how to turn hustles into ownership and ownership into legacy, how to clean the body and sharpen the mind so genius becomes natural again, how to rebuild unity between man, woman, and child, how to use our music, art, and business as weapons for healing instead of distraction. It's written plainly because the truth doesn't need decoration. Every chapter ends with actions you can start today. I don't want applause. I want application. Read it, share it with family, and live it. Because we're not here just to survive America. We're here to master it. You are the continuation of greatness temporarily interrupted. Now it's time to resume the story. Let's rebuild for my people. Introduction to my people. This book was born out of love and reflection, not the soft kind, but the kind that builds, protects, and corrects. Every page is written for the ones who still feel that quiet frustration inside, the feeling that you're working hard, thinking smart, but something in the system keeps draining your progress. We were never lazy. We were locked out, lied to, and looped in. Our grandparents gave their sweat to a country that paid them in survival. Our parents ran twice as fast just to stand in place, and we woke up inheriting both the trauma and the setbacks. They say, don't have a victim mentality, but we have never been the aggressors here. Before we talk about motivation, we need to talk about mathematics, the real math behind redlining, rent traps, polluted food, and broken families. Because once you understand the equation, you can solve it.